And when I first started this up, I thought, move spawn over here so that it wouldn't get in the way of all the stuff we had built up there. And my base will be the nearest one to it, and everything will be wonderful. Second nearest... Yeah. The second nearest to be down there, that's where Fox Dawn was going to live. Later it turns out they're going to build shops down there, so I don't know what Fox Dawn is going to do. But now, over here, Lambert has moved! Again, from there, now over here. Property and airspace, too. Mr. Lambert. Beacon here. Nice of you to put a beacon there. I was going to put a beacon at spawn, actually, but I didn't want to say that. He's got himself a little area. This area had been here before. Oh, he's doing carpeting. As I was saying, this area had been here before. You know, he's probably using the sheep. Does that one go down? Well, that one's going to go down, or he was going to put something else there. Anyway, it's a nice place. He's doing his usual Mr. Lambert shenanigans. He's a much better builder than I am. He and Panhead are absolutely top-notch. They really know what they're doing. I'm also very thankful that he left that block. Well, no big deal. I'm very thankful that he left this space, because that's where the Eastern Outpost is. I'm going to build to the Eastern Outpost. It's going to be railroad tracks. And so, I've got to have the tracks go, they'll turn, they'll go here, they'll probably go down there and then into the area. But I have to figure out where this is going to take place. And so what we do here is we check out where it's going to be. Now, so this location is 53, 224, minus 64. And that's all I need to know. Then later on, I'm going to make a mistake and fall off that someday. Do I got something on me? Am I going to put the tracks through here? Well, if nobody's building in this area, this is an area which somebody could build in. This is not the ravine. This is not the ravine, so it can be built here. Or, I think the ravine starts down here. Loose cow. Don't care whose cow it was. It's on the loose. It ain't nobody's. This is technically where the ravine starts, but we all thought it was up here that the ravine continued, and I guess we were wrong. But you notice it says taiga. Anyway, if he wants to continue building over there, that's fine. But Mr. Lambert had to pack up from over here. So now what we've got is, all we've got in this area is this. And so we might just put railroad tracks here. So the railroad tracks go here, and then I'll just build a bridge, or I'll move it around there, and then it goes up. Or will I have it go through this tunnel, which is not being used by anybody else for anything else? But if this tunnel is used, it has to then go up somehow. Another possibility is we could have it go down here, and it could go underneath the spawn area. So that's all stuff to worry about in future. He's already thinking about beacons. That's weird. Still have to decide what kind of chair or table arrangement. I'm not very good with chairs and tables. I made one in Season 1 and you saw what that was, and the ones I made later were a little bit better. And now we've got the dining area, and we've got the table. Table's a bit short and squat, but that way you could just stand up and you could be over the table, you see. But the chairs haven't been finalized yet. For a good reason. There's no room to put them. Bigger dining area needed? Well, it's not meant to be a big dining area anyway. I had to tear out the floor on that. I also had to tear out the floor to apartment 1. That is a complicated story. Oh, and I put some nice little tiny corner tables, but that's not important. I also need more of that and of that to keep going that way. Okay, anyway, today, yes, today, we're going to figure out where we're going to put the tree farm. Now, there are several possibilities. The main possibility is here. But there's one problem with that. Between negative 38 and down there in the corner, negative 65, it's a short distance. But between here and down there, you know, we got 7 apartments. We got the down there is 10, so it's much greater distance. And so this would be an ideal tree farm. And what makes it more ideal is because we've got more room in the back. Oops. We got this here, and so down here would be a great idea for another tree farm, which we could have the same sort of openings in the corners, possibly. And it should go all the way from here, which is, what is this, 161? Minus 163, all the way down there to 278. That's over 100, so it should be a little bit bigger than, or perhaps about the same size as the one we had in Season 4. And we have to dig up higher, and we have to dig down lower. And so we'll be off to do that now. And so here's the groundbreaking for that new project, which I'm not prepared for, but who cares? We're going to do it right now. Start right now. I hereby pronounce the cornerstone dug, or picked, or whatever. And I've got a lot of digging ahead of me, which is going to be very boring. But let's get some kind of idea as to how big we want this thing. First, first I want to... Oh, you know what? I just realized something. The pathway... Yeah, the pathway, there's a... The tunnel... The tunnel leading to the... Yeah, I just realized something. The tunnel that leads to the railway, Route 1, may actually be going through underneath there. So if I dig down, it's not going to work. I'm going to need to dig down, though. Maybe I can move the tunnel. I could probably just move the tunnel. Well, something to start with. It's going to be a big farm. I should really go to the top and start at the top. And then I can like put down glass as I find glass and stuff like that. So we'll be back.
Good as you might have described at some point.
Somebody's copying Seth Bling with their cactus.
That's what Isaac said about it, but it's only a cactus. Like Isaac, Seth Bling's one was massive, so.
This looks a little nicer.
Yeah. And it doesn't really matter whether it's a copy of Seth Bling's.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure he wouldn't mind.
Imitation, the sincerest form of flattery. Or
Hey,
flatterty, whatever. Ah. It might be better if you wanted to make it square and then you could cut into the rock if you wanted. I could do that for you. I could start digging that out.
I'm still considering my options.
Ah. Okay.
If it doesn't fit into what I've got, I will change the landscape.
I'm just saying I would be willing to help out with the landscape right now. Well, no, actually, no, I don't have much time.
Oh, no.
Once again, the dreaded deadline doom rears its ugly foot.
I do have my own terraforming business, so I think it'll be fine.
Okay. The classical Roman, or Greco-Roman, I should say, temple kind of front looks like a pretty good idea.
It's gonna have a triangular top.
Oh yeah, I've seen like the not the Parthenon, but the other one. Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
The classics, though, the original columns were painted, and the paint all wore off, and so what we have is the neoclassical stuff, like the American banks have.
I could try and put in like the occasional chisel block if I wanted to, like every 2 blocks or something. I don't know. I'm still.
Didn't this used to be stairs down?
What stairs?
Oh, there they are. I have enough trouble keeping track of where my stuff is and other people's builds. Alright, here we go. Down the stairs.
It's going to be utterly monolithic.
Yep, just one lith. Ooh, what's this say? Courthouse. Well, that makes sense.
Yes, that sign was there to be the temporary courthouse. Now I'm actually building one.
It's good to know somebody's going to use this space, because I was just doing a video before you got on that was saying nobody's using this space, so I'm wondering if I should just run the railroad tracks through the tunnel over here. But now that there's going to be a space, the tunnel over here.
That was space owned by me, so
yeah,
I decided to put the. That's what the dirt blocks were marking the corners of the courthouse.
Ah, I don't remember the dirt blocks. I have to watch the video.
That's one
That's
here,
not a player. That is a skeleton.
one here, one here.
How do I get over there?
I don't have any arrows.
Here's a story about skeleton death. And I'm breaking him down with my stone sword. He had fall damage and lots of XP. Was all that he could afford.
And I dropped him. I dropped his ass. With my sword.
And there's a cow, Precarious.
I normally shoot them and kill them because, you know, it's a bit weird. I don't know where my arrows have gone though.
If I have to kill if I hit the cow, it'll just fall.
Mm-hmm.
And,
If I can find some arrows, I can just one-shot him. Let's see, I can't find any arrows.
I'll leave him alive. Let somebody else handle it.
Do I have any flint? I have flint. I'm going to make some arrows. I never do this. I never make arrows.
I've got a few extra arrows. Not on me, but... let's see. Well, I guess I better get going on building the path to the... I don't have much time. I have to go to work shortly. But I'd like to build the pathway to the eastern outpost so I could have my next route.
Say goodbye, cow. You said goodbye. Did you say goodbye? No, I didn't say goodbye.
Nah.
Alright, let's see.
I have a total of 2 arrows. How is that? Oh, no, wait, 7 arrows. How is that possible? I had more than that. Somebody's been taking them.
I gotta go and eat some dinner.
Bon appetit.
Yeah. You'll probably have